MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air tonight. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Avalanche and the Thunder. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Bobby Tyrone is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping in, Murray Cooper. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The right fielder,
He's set and the pitch. And we're underway as the first pitch is a check swing, but a called strike, 0-1. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And he will make the running catch here, deep into the corner. Not an easy play by any stretch, and that's the first out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Tyrone is an absolute flamethrower, of course. And you don't have to watch him long before that radar gun really pops and catches your eye.
This is what we're looking for in today's game. We're looking for velocity, and this guy is V-E-L-O. Velo lights up a radar gun, and he can hit triple digits, and that's one of the reasons why everybody likes to watch this guy throw.
So now to the plate, Charles Davis. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 2 home runs and 22 RBIs. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan,
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
That is it. The third baseman,
at the plate, Hiroki Nakamura, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Nakamura, 37 years old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Lopez shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. The Avalanche are out in front, 2-0. Johnny Champ will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
You know, Matt, he wasn't all that bad in his last one. In a day and age where we don't see a lot of complete games, 6 full innings in his last one, and if they can score him a few runs, he has a chance to win this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Brian Hannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Brian.
Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. That's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
In now, Mike Hayes. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
2-1 now. Now here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
At the plate, Scott Franchise. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category.
Boy, one of the top home run hitters in all of baseball, though. D-Row, only 1 home run in his last 10 games.
Yeah, hasn't hit for much damage lately. Kind of expand in his zone, but look for him to get hot again.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Pluto is on top here, 2-0. Set for the start of the inning, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Albert Montalvo.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2. Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out.
Batting 7, the second baseman, Martin McAtee.
Now at the plate, Martin McAtee, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. One out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Robinson.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Robinson Schwabenland. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. He's set. Here it comes. This one's down to third. He's right there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ian Fatty. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Wind up and the 0-1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Stepping in now, Adrian Esparza, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 13 home runs, 27 driven in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Line drive to left. Steiner is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tiny Ryan, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And the pitch. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Ryan carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. On the year, Ryan is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Johnny Champ. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 1-0 home.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
Three and 0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-0 pitch. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left, his first home run of the season, as it's now a 3-0 ball game. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. At the plate now, Amari Cooper, as he'll take a look at ball one. He flied out leading off the ball game. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this next pitch is a big one. The last thing you want to do is give a free pass to a guy that can run like this. He's a real burner out there on the base paths.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. But this will be foul off to the right, out of play. Now this ball's hit deep to left field. Looking up is the left fielder, still going back, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Hot shot down the line. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Slurve, and he jumps ahead here 0-2. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. To the plate now, Charles Davis, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
The struggles continue, but that happens when you're not able to locate your secondary pitches. You become a one-pitch pitcher. He needs to start to get those secondary pitches over really fast.
Their count now at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Ready to take his hacks again, Preston Steiner, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Swing and a miss, got him with the slurve there, 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And a reach here, but this gets past him, and this one could be trouble. In to score is the runner from first, now a 5-0 lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Albert Montalvo is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Nakamura at second with 2 down, and he fouls this one off. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back on it is the left fielder at the track, the wall. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 2-run shot to left center. 4th home run for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0. We've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is crazy.
Round tripper of the game so far. Missing over the heart of the plate, using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Standing in now, Martin McAtee. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate. So striding in, Saul Worthing, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Standing in, Michael Lopez. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is knocked down on the mound. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Hal Hale will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Hal Hale.
Runners on the move for second. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. And that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Cannon, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Eric Mensch gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. All set for the start of the fourth. And now it'll be the catcher, Robinson Schwabenland.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cannon comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Johnny Champ. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Slurve swung on and missed there. It's 1-1. It's 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Murray Cooper.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Cooper carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Outside, 3-0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
2 out, nobody on. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bo.
Into the box, Bo Sparks. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. 2 out with the man at first. Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And set to go is the veteran first baseman, Mike Hayes.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Ball 2.
Swung on and missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Three-two pitch. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the fourth.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So stepping in, Scott Franchise. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, the good news is this guy can really dial it up and let it fly. The bad news is sometimes he overthrows it and has absolutely no idea where it's going. He's in a little bit of a trouble, so we'll see if he can work his way out of this.
Now at the plate, Ian Fatty. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the at-bat.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. First and second here with nobody out. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Oh, it's hit to third. 5. The tag gets 1. On to first, the double play.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Adrian Esparza.
Into the box now, Adrian Esparza. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First delivery to him on the way. Into center field, line drive base hit. Long throw to the plate. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, big game yesterday from these guys, Gero. It takes them a little while to get through the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
So now to the plate, Tiny Ryan, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Slider laid off for a ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
From the belt, kicks and deals. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Down the first baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he will apply the tag himself, and the inning is over. A run, a hit, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Pluto is out in front, 7-1. Digging in once again, Charles Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Davis.
First pitch on its way. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Fouled off. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Preston Steiner.
Ready once again, Preston Steiner comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Hiroki Nakamura waits on deck. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base. So he's aboard following the 1-out walk. They're second of the ballgame so far as we take a look there at the league leaderboard for team walks this year. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. So digging in now, Hiroki Nakamura. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. And it's 1-1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Runner goes for second. Pitch inside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. The 2-1. Pickoff move to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Now batting, shortstop, Albert Montalvo.
In now, Albert Montalvo, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike one. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. A runner on first with 2 away. High that time with the slider, taken for a ball. Martin McAtee would be next. Here's the 3-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Leading off the inning, Saul Worthing, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Montalvo has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Stepping in, Michael Lopez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to the right side. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Into the box now, Eric Minch. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down. Make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Pluto is out in front here, 7-1. Standing in, Martin McAtee. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
First delivery to him on the way. Lined into right, a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Robinson Schwabenland, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 hit out towards second. The second for 1, on to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, the pitcher, Johnny Champ.
Settling in now, Johnny Champ. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Brian Cannon. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Now the 1-0.
1-1.
And he got him.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
At the plate, Mike Hayes, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball just missed above the zone. 3-0 now. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So striding forward now, Scott Franchise. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the catcher, Ian Fatty.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ian Fatty. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
That one's in there. 3-1.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholding a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Adrian Esparza. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave him.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Murray Cooper. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch sent on the ground out to second, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now in the box, Bo Sparks, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's fouled away. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
To the plate now, Charles Davis, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Here's the pitch.
3 balls, no strikes.
Three and 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
Two out, nobody on. This is skied into short left center. Lopez is there to make the catch, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, we join for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Tiny Ryan.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, ball 1.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be That hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Standing in now, Saul Worthing. Skied into straightaway right. Cooper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Michael Lopez.
Striding in, Michael Lopez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Rico Sierra will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Andrew Arellano is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Now playing center and batting 9.
First offering on its way.
Andrew Arellano.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
Well, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
In now, Hiroki Nakamura, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a fastball up around the shoulders, but it's strike 3 called and a questionable first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Albert Montalvo. In the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Rolled slowly to first. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Now back, second base, Martin. McAtee.
Now at the plate, Martin McAtee, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Two outs here with a runner at third. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
Well, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 3-2 one more time, and that misses for ball four.
Now batting, catcher, Robinson.
At the plate, Robinson Schwabenland. He's set, and the pitch. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Runners on first and third, two away. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Trying to hang a zero. Here's the pitch.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
In there, 3-1.
You maybe get two pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Runners at the corners, two men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Stepping in now, Johnny Champ, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's ball 1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
The 1-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. Pluto leads this one 10-1. In now, Andrew Arellano. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and no strikes. On the ground to the right side. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brian Hannon. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Ready now, Mike Hayes. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. Now here's the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
The 1-2.
Hey, this is a huge at-bat right here. This pitcher wants to end this inning and have 3, 4, 5 due up to start the next inning.
2 out, nobody on. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. The kid, Hale, comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. All set to start the 9th in this one, and set to go as the switch-hitting outfielder, Amari Cooper. First pitch coming, here it is. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. And a good way to start the 9th as he's in with a leadoff double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Bo Sparks. He swings and grounds it to short. Reined in. And that's out number one.
The center fielder, number 13, Charles Davis.
Stepping up now, Charles Davis. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Grounded to third. And there are two away now.
The left fielder, number 2, Preston Steiner.
Digging in to try it again, Preston Steiner. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Here comes the right fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Riding in once again, Scott Franchise, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. A ball and a strike. And that's taken up and in for ball 2.
1 strike.
Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Set to deal on 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box, Ian Fatty. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game as there are quickly 2 away now.
Second baseman, Adrian.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Adrian Esparza. First pitch of the at-bat.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Heading out towards shallow right. Lays out and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
10-1 the final lopsided score in this ball game. Pluto scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Johnny Champ earns his 6th winning decision in this one, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Bobby Tyrone was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious visiting team, 10 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the home team, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.